Hello everyone, this is I Am Mark 3 and welcome to Factorio. I just thought I'd play a bit of a series on this. It's been ages since I played it. There's been a load of updates since I last did. So I thought, hey, let's get back in and let's record something as well. Because I am aware I've not put that many videos out of late. So you never know, this might be interesting. Or it might not. I have to wait and see. Let's see, I'm going to turn things up pretty high as far as the enemies are concerned. Very high, very big. Since there's going to be so many, I'm going to turn down the richness on them as well. Because I want this to be... Actually, let's turn that down slightly, I remember. I want this to be very dangerous worlds. So I'm just cranking things up, down and left and right here. I'm going to enlarge oil fields because I'll need those. And I'll just generally increase the richness of the ores. So this is more of a survival in nasty conditions kind of thing going on. But even so, I'm probably going to have to restart a couple of times if I remember right. Because I tried these settings in a previous version. And if you didn't start with the right stuff near you, yes, this is Factorio Freeplay, didn't start with the right stuff near you, you were pretty much done. Like I've got copper, I've got a ton of iron, I've got some stone, I've got some oil up there, but do I have any coal? What the heck's a stone rock? I've never seen one of those before. I don't seem to have any coal near me, so I might need to restart already. Which is just swell, really, isn't it? Oh, hey, they've changed the character model. I'm no longer a man in a blue jumpsuit. That's pretty good. And yeah, there's no coal anywhere near me. Oh wow, they've updated the graphics on those a bit as well. But yeah, I can't start here. There's no coal, so I can't get things started. I have to actually restart it again. Thank you. Right, what have you got for me this time? Plenty of oil. Not much else. Enemy base is already over there. Since I'm starting with a small area, it means the enemies are quite close when I begin. Oh wow, yeah. Look, I'm already surrounded. Plenty of trees, no coal. I need to restart again. Yeah, this is the problem with settings like this. It's okay. I've got coal. I've got some iron and copper over there. Plenty of oil. I just need to get through these trees. Right. Yeah, I think I can start with this. Anyway, yeah, Factorio. I was considering a long time ago. Was it E? Yep, okay. A long time ago, I was considering doing a kind of play on this, just to, because I was getting into it. I like this kind of thing, building factories, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, stuff like that. But I was never quite sure how I would go about editing it. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and get some coal going. I was never sure how I was going to go about editing it, so I held off on that and eventually forgot about it, kind of thing. So what I was thinking of is I'll play this and then I will use editing to skip bits that are boring and bits where I'm just waffling on about random stuff. Or stuff where there's just nothing interesting going on. How do I rotate? I think that's right. Ah, right. And I want a chest, so let's get that out. Pop it there on the exits. Need a little coal just to fire it up. Just to get this automated extraction going. Now the thing is, since this is with such large bases and things like that, I have got to protect myself really quickly. Otherwise, I am going to die. Very quickly, very horribly. So that's going to be a serious limiting factor. Autosave, thank you. Serious limiting factor on how I go about playing this. Oh, it's night time already. Right. There's been no videos of late because I've not really been focused on them. Though that said, I have actually been trying to record from the depths a fair bit. I've actually put in something like 5 hours. 5 hours in my YouTube campaign for that since the last time I put an episode out. And it's all been focused on... Oh, okay. It's all been focused on getting the Locust upgraded. 5 hours. And it's not done. I need to get some... I'll just smelt a little bit of copper while I'm at it. Where's that iron? Down here. 5 hours on it. Locust is coming along quite nicely, I think. It's working okay. It's got heavy laser cannons, it's got very, very heavy armor plating. And it's got heavy cannons on it now. It's also got some missile systems and defences and such like that. But it's not done yet. That's the big problem, really. And that is also the big hang-up of why there haven't been any more From the Depths episodes. Though I really should get around to doing that as soon as I can, because From the Depths is actually... I am such a minor channel, really. Unimportant in every sense of the word. But From the Depths is actually one of the few videos that actually does well, comparatively. I need some more iron. That's the point. I barely started with any iron. That autosave is a bit frequent, isn't it? But yeah, From the Depths is one of my more readily accessible videos, I think is the way to put it. And it's one that I enjoy as well, because I can just get stuck into the fighting and the building kind of thing. So yes, it's one I want to continue, it's one I want to post about. It's one I want to put up, but because I'm focused so much on rebuilding the Locust, and editing will remove so much of that particular set of recording. I mean, I've got so much recording for it, but I don't really know how much of it is actually going to be put into place to actually let you guys have a look at it. I need some more iron to smelt that up. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting plenty of coal now. That's good. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm going to be cutting out so much of the time that I've spent on the actual building of the Locust, because I've been talking a bit, skip ahead, talk a bit, skip ahead, just repeating that cycle over and over. It's not like my old production videos. Sorry, assembly videos rather, whereas fast forwarded with me annotating and speaking over it the entire time. I've not been doing that. Do you want another burner? I do, but I need iron ore for it. Okay. So yeah, it's not like that. And if it was, I would have to compress it so much. I mean, when I did that using, for example, let's say my old video when I designed something called the Saucer around that original Harbinger's subcannon. That thing, I had to compress it. Can I turn that down a bit? Autosave interval every 2 minutes. Okay, that's too fast. Give it to me every 10, thank you. Right. Yeah, I had to run that through my rendering program. So, render that, put it back in, render it through again, put it back in again, render it through again. So, I actually had to run it 3 times. Because that program can only do like 4 times compression in one go. For some some silly reason. I'm not sure why. But it also shows how much time I spent doing some of the stuff. Do I need to get research? I've forgotten. I need a ton of iron and copper anyway. Let's get another furnace out here. But yeah, I've forgotten about that. And it took so much time. So I'm not really willing to do that anymore. Kind of thing. So instead I'm doing the what I started to do more recently, which is the go in, edit, skip, and just merge together what's going on. There's a fair chance I might edit some of this out actually, but I don't know. It's me talking and it's me just gathering ore and things like that. Just getting myself started up. What I really need to do is get some electric doodads going on. Get another miner and a chest out. Just starts getting some copper. Some nice shiny copper. And just put the rest of my coal into there. Just fire it up. Okay, I've got decent supplies of everything except for the stone, which I'm still mining by hand. And from there I'm actually going to go and walk into trees. I need to cut down some trees. This is taking me a bit too long, I think. Yeah. Okay, next thing to do is just gather the materials for electricity, so I'm going to actually do one of those skips I mentioned and go right ahead to where I've got the actual pieces to do that. Okay, I think that should about do it for getting started. So I need to get some parts together, a boiler, a steam engine. I've got an absolute ton of wood. I've actually cleared out some space now, so I've got room to work. Though enemies seem to be amassing a little bit down here as well, so I am wondering if I'm going to be under attack soon. That is something to be worried about. So really I need to get a bit of a leg on. Where's pipes? Pipes, here we go. I've got boilers there. I need an offshore pump, I remember. And let's see, I need some pipes. Yeah, it takes a lot of pipe to make a pipe-to-pipe underground, but there we go, just put some of those together. Some of these. Oh, they changed the icons for the inserters. That's nice. Anyway, yeah. First things first, let's get a offshore pump here. There we go. Now then, I want to get a steam engine, which this will be my primary power source. I've decided to put the power plants down here for now. Just underneath, well, between these two sets of resources, so I'll put that there. And then I'm going to connect the boilers here, I think. That'll do. I think I need more pipe. Yes, I do. More pipe. Okay. I need to get an underwater connection gone, so that'll be with this arrangement. Let's put it here. Like that. I'm planning for the future. I could just whack it down right next to the water if I wanted to do that, but I don't want to. I'm rigging it for the future expansion. So this can be replaced with a couple more boilers at some point as I reroute things. Then I'll just put a bit of water in there. And hey, look, it's firing up. It's got a little bit of power in it, so I think that's fine. Now, power. I need to use something for this power, but first I need some cables to actually move it around. Can I afford that? No, I need more iron. Okay. Just need that. How's you doing? Yeah. You're fine. No, I'm getting plenty of copper. Put that into there as well. I'm mostly using iron at this stage. I don't need that much copper, so that thing's overproducing. There, put that into there. 29 iron plates. Okay, that's good. Right. Now, I need to get this thing working, but because of the enemy starting to stray around, what I really need more than anything else is the ability to research, which is going to need some more steel plates. Right, I need to get steel plate production up and running. Right, steel plate production. I'm going to start off with 5 furnaces. That seems like a good number. And I'm going to remove that. I'm going to put down a chest, sorry, not a chest, an electric miner here. Pick up this box, pop it just there. For now, it's still going to be feeding straight into the box. There we go, just hook it up like that. That's now working, it's got 18,000 iron in it. And that'll be mining iron faster, which is all to the good. Now, the reason I've cleared this space here is I'm going to be putting in some furnaces and things up here to start automatic production of various bits and pieces. I think... oh, I didn't clear enough trees. Right. Not quite enough anyway. Because I've got this little setup that I use for stuff like this. I need another furnace. And it works quite well. It's like a carousel system that I worked out ages and ages back. And it keeps things quite well supplied as far as raw materials go. Though of course the problem is you've got to set up first, so, you know, nothing's perfect. Just put that there, that's fine. There's a bit of stone there, so that's as high as it's going to go. That looks okay. 34 more iron, 34 of that. What I really need though is a lab, because I need to get a better weapon. Yeah, they're just buzzing around over there. So yeah, I'm building my lab up. I need some more tracks. I need some tracks. I need a ton more iron. And some electric inserters would be a good idea as well. So yeah, I'm going to be gathering some more iron together, getting something smelted, and then I'll get back to you in a few minutes more when I'm starting to put down the proper assembly. Okay, that should be enough. I'm starting to get some serious gearing together. First things first, I've got this lab I can put down, so I can start some research. Whoop-de-doo. What I want is logistics, because that'll give me access to a splitter, just there, and underground belts, both of which I need to actually get my carousel system up and running. So I'm going to put that there. I also need to feed... actually, let's move that a sec. Put that there instead. I need to feed through into over here, because I'm going to automate and power coal mining. I've built a second electric digger here, which I'm just going to put down there. Going to connect with my last pole. There we go. That's up. There we go. Let's put this chest in place for now, just to keep getting everything. And oh yes, I forgot to put the research packs into the centre. That might help. There we go. That is all I need, isn't it? Tech needs 20. Okay, I need 10 more. Just build those. Fine. Yep, no problem. I'm just starting to get into a position where I can put all of the conveyors down. I actually moved my copper smelting over here just to get it out of the way from over there. But for now, what I need is all of those. Convert everything I can into conveyor belts, because I'm going to need an absolute ton of them. Just like that. And I also need to get an inserter up there. That'll be loading fuel into the boiler so that it can run on automatic. And yeah, that one there as well. Okay. Got a bit of extra pipe and an extra fuel burner there. Fuel miner. I'll pop this research into there, just keep it all chugging along quite nicely. I've got a ton of iron ore in my inventory, so I'll just dish that out. Dish that out to all of these things here. Quickly smelt it all down, because I need the steel. But yes, here we go, I'm starting to get some actual pieces in here. Now, the idea of the carousel is that I've got this central... I have one line which will supply all of the needs for material. And I'll have one line which will... Just put there, because that one's going to connect to the iron mining down there. And I'll have one line which is going to actually be picking up all of the outputs. Or it will when I actually get access to the right inserters. Actually, I need to put that on there. So yeah, this is a bit of this is a bit of conveyor management going on, kind of thing. Which I know is super interesting to watch. But basically this is how it's going to work. I'm going to make a little extension down here. I hope I actually had them pointing the right way though. Yeah, there. So it's like that, you see. This is going to be the carousel. It's where all of the stuff is going to be. And it's where all of the materials which will fuel these is going to be flowing as well. That's getting close, that. That guy's wandering just over there. I just need some more power lines as well, I've just realised. So let's build a couple of those. And then build up the rest of the required bits and bobs. Put one on there, put one there. Okay, that's connected just fine. As soon as logistics is done, I'm going to need to get a couple of underground transport things. Guys, at them. Oh, tons of stuff there. Yeah, tons of iron. Right. Okay, you see what I'm doing with this? Just really basic. Might as well pull that out of the way there, put that there, and there we go, that's already starting to load, or it should be starting to load iron onto that. What's wrong with you? Oh, out of fuel for the boiler, okay. Alright, that should get things back up to speed again. That's silly of me, but, you know, it shows that this system is a work in progress. Because the boiler actually ran out. Yeah, here comes the iron. Just chugging along the line. Quite nicely. Now this line is going to be carrying coal through here. Yeah, it doesn't need to go any further than that right now. So yeah, this is a shunt. I'm just shunting it to all here. When I get this thing running, it's going to have iron ore all over on both sides of the belt. And then when it gets to here, it's only going to feed it onto the outer ring. Just like that. But when I get the coal running, which should be soon, that's going to be also feeding in, and that'll be on the inside ring. Which it means that it will be... These loaders will be able to pick up one loader going into the furnace, and that will keep it supplied both with coal and with iron ore in quite a nice fashion. I just need the splitter to actually separate the fuel lines for the two, just to make sure that it will actually keep working. Oh, that's out of power now. There we go, yes. Okay, I've got splitters. That'll let me do some stuff. But what I need next, really, is military to get access to the submachine guns, which is another 10 packs. Fine. Because that is what I really need now. I don't have the parts for the packs. What do I need? Iron. That's a surprise. I need iron. I need iron. Any old iron, any old iron, any old iron. I believe is how that song goes. I don't really know. Sorry.